Hi guys and girls and everyone. So I have it all set up in the beauty room. I have the stand set up, so I think I'm okay. I think I'm at a good angle for everyone. So I'm going to start off with a bit of makeup. Just a simple look for today. I don't feel like eyeshadows or anything, and I forgot to bring in my hairband to tie back my hair, but anyway, we'll work with it. And then I'm going to do some cards at the end for people. So bit nervous. Hi Brenda, how are you? So I'm going to keep on the glasses so as I can find what I'm looking for first. I am looking for my primer, which is not that. Here we go. This is a mattifying primer. As far as it's hydrating, and hydrating. All of these products anyway have hyaluronic acid in them, so they're all hydrating and very good for your skin. I probably definitely have taken out too much, but it's like a gel, and just going to put it all over my face there, and see how it goes. It always goes fine. I don't know why I think, oh, it's gonna go boobies up this time, but it never really does. What's the weather like today? It's actually a beautiful day again today. Probably still Baltic though. It's actually a really nice day today. So that's the primer on. I always have kitchen towel in my beauty room for messes and stuff. And I'm going to use someone else coming up the stairs. I'm going to use, hi Jen. I'm going to use foundation serum today. I actually really like the serum because my skin can get very dry, and also hyaluronic acid in this as well. Lots of different vitamins and minerals to treat your skin while it's on, and it comes out as a liquid also. It's been so many years since I've done a live makeup. It's like I'm going to go wrong. Just a little few drops. I use Eyelash. Did you see that actually? So it comes out in a dropper. And you literally need only a little few drops. And that's the hydrating serum foundation. And in Eyelash, I think, I could be wrong, I think there's 36 colours in all of the foundations with Unique. Get myself a mirror, and so they go from very pale to very dark. This is kind of, it's got a yellow undertone because there's yellow undertones to my skin, and it's high coverage, very strong coverage in this. And I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, in case I do it all wrong. Hi Natasha. Why did I say that? Natasha. Hope you girls are all right and doing well today. So those few drops did my face. I probably will need a little extra for my neck, and I forgot my mattifying powder as well. That's in the bedroom in my handbag, I think. But anyway, I don't need to come matte today, so I'm going to just put another drop or two for my neck, if I can open it. Have I any news today? I don't think so. I used to have news years ago. Every day I'd go on live and there'd be something I'd had to talk about, but I don't think I've anything to talk about today. Except for, I think my ring light is a little bit dark at this moment in time today. I don't know why. It just feels a little bit dark. And I have it on the white setting, so it's not on the blue or yellow. I don't know. So that, ladies, is your foundation. There's 4 different types of foundation. There's this one. I'll put the glasses on. There is the mattifying powder foundation as well. We have a stick foundation, which should be here in front of me. Stick foundation as well. And there is BB creams and I can't think of the other one. So there's BB creams, stick foundation, powder foundation, and your serum. So this month's special offer for March is 3 products. So you can get a primer. So there's 2 different types of primer, 3 different types of primer as well. 4 different types of foundation in a range of 36 colours. And we have the bronzers or highlighters. So for 33% off, you get 4 products. And for 25% off, you get 3 products. And amazing savings. And as I always say, if you don't want them yourself, put them in a bag, and you're bound to come across birthdays that you've forgotten and forgot to buy for, and use something on hand then. So, where is my bronzer? La 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 la. Hi Deja. Oh yeah, you can do anything on Facebook. All your favourite ladies. All my favourite ladies too. Get that hair done, girl. Anyway, bronzer. And there's 5 different shades in this, I believe. This is actually light. And it isn't actually all that dark. Especially, even for me. And I'm ghost white sometimes. Nice bronzing brush now. Which one will I use? This one will do. So even for me, as you can see, it doesn't go overly dark when it comes out of the pan. It just, because it's compressed and highly pigmented, it looks darker in the pan than it actually is. Now actually, I'm looking into the phone now, and my moisturizer actually looks a little bit too yellow for me, but that's the overhead light. It's my ring light behind the phone. It actually is the right colour for me, even though I look a little bit like Marge or Homer Simpson. I wish I had something to say today. I haven't watched the news. That's probably why I haven't done any news today. Any updates on anything or anything. Now, I don't want to go overboard with the bronzer either, but that doesn't look like it's actually aftertaste. It's that overhead light, and you still need the ring light at the same time. You can see it more on that side. My hair's getting in the way. So I'm going to go in with bronzer. This one is blushing. It's a rose gold kind of a colour. And then we have golden, which it says itself, it is golden. It's very nice colour also. I think I'm going to go that there's 6 new colours in the highlighters, which are also available on this month's offer. So there's 2 that I have, a golden and a rose gold, but I like the rose gold, so I'm going to go in with that. And I will post up the link under the comments, and if you go to my story, I have loads and loads of pictures of all the different items that are in this month's offer. And you can check them out. I do have my favourite fan brush. Where is it? So many makeup brushes on this table. Very hard to find anything, but I have a lot of makeup brushes on this desk. They're all in their own little compartments and their own little containers, but still can, here we are. You can still barely find them. So as I've said, this is the blushing, the rose gold colour. And it's just subtle. I don't like looking like the Tin Man, so I like nice subtle colours, subtle highlighters. Because you can go overboard and look crazy, like a disco ball. Do you know, on my nose, I might go down it with my finger actually, on the Cupid's bow, and underneath the lip. Underneath the lip and the Cupid's bow actually gives the appearance of a larger lip. So that's why we put it there. Tips and tricks so you don't need your Botox yet. And as I said, I'm not going to do eyeshadow today because I'm so nervous and I probably end up looking like it, and we don't want that. We don't want scary clown Samantha. Although an old pink red balloon would be nice to have in the background. Scary too though. No. Mascara. Rattle, rattle, rattle again. So this is a twisted mascara. There are 3 different types of mascara. We have the twisted, we have the epic, and the ordinary 3D mascara. And they all have different properties. They all have the same vitamins and minerals and all the good stuff. That's what I've been telling you. Hi, Eilish. That's what I've been telling you. Who else was watching? Hi, Rose. How are you? So this particular mascara has 2 brushes. And it's this one here. The top brush is for defining and separating your lashes. And this brush here, which is just looks like a silver rim, but I'll show you when I open the mascara, you'll understand what I mean. So this silver part here is the second brush, and when you take that out, that's got the fibres on it. So the top brush you take out, and it's really, really narrow. It's really tiny. Very narrow little brush. I'll put it towards my forehead so you can see. And that separates the lashes. So down to the end and just a little wiggle up to the top. It's all in the wiggle, girls. No, something's gotten into my eye. Not mascara because it's white, whatever it is. The other two brushes, the other two mascaras only have the one brush. One has fibres and one has just lengthening in it. Now, I want to see what's got into that eye. I don't know where my cotton buds are. Yeah, gone. So that was that brush. So you connect it back to the silver part, and then you open up with the silver part, and so much product comes out that I'm trying to take some of it off. So you can see that the brush is thicker than the first brush, so that's got the fibres added. Now ladies, the biggest tip I can give about mascara is don't keep putting the brush in and out and in and out and in and out, right? Because what you're doing is you're adding air to your bottle, and eventually it'll dry out, because when you eventually put the last your wand in for the last time, you're trapping all that air, which will dry out and clump the mascara together. So try not to be doing the whole in and out and in and out thing. And we all have a habit. I used to have an awful habit of it, but when I realised that it was costing me more money on mascara, then I stopped doing it. So these have the fibres to add length. I don't know if you can see the length in that one compared to that one. You should be able to see. I should have probably curled my lashes, so I'm trying to curl them with the wand, by just bringing it up and turning your lashes in towards your eye. If you can see it, I don't know. So then you have the excess around the top. That's all you really need for the second eyelash. And I'm trying not to do an eyelash face, but as we all know, that's what happens. You just eventually you do get an eyelash face, and you could be putting your lashes on, doing your lashes. Oh, while I'm talking about putting lashes on, there are actually magnetic lashes as well. I've not ever bought them, but Unique do have a magnetic eyelashes as well, the falsies. I don't think it comes in a set. I think you have to buy the magnet eyeliner, which you put over your own eyelash. I think you have to buy that separate, and that's what the eyelash sticks to. And they have the clamp as well to hold it together. Now the reason why they've done it that way is because in the future you have your eyelashes and you need more magnet, but you don't need to buy a whole set of eyelash again. You only need to buy the magnet eyeliner. So you're saving money when you're buying the magnetic part for the future use of your eyelashes. if that makes sense. So that's, I'm not going to do eyeshadow. Now I kind of look a little bit too sparkly there, but you want harm. I'm not going to do eyeliner today, just a little bit of lipstick, and I had one picked out. I didn't use blusher either. I'll tell you the blusher that I was going to use, and it's Seductive, but I think I have enough going on my cheeks at the moment. So I'll open up this, and that's the colour I was going to use, Seductive. And it comes out not that dark, kind of a rosy colour when you put it on the cheeks. So it's not that dark. There's a slight shimmer to it as well, so I don't need to do that. Not doing eyeliner today either, so that's that. So this colour here is, wait now, blind, upscale. It's a pale pink and nudie pink, and I think nudes are still fairly big for this spring summer as well. They've been quite big for the last couple of years. Thank you, Eilish. We have an awful lot of kryptonites that match together, don't we, Natasha? Can you have you? Yes. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Yeah. The link that I post up on Facebook works worldwide, so I can have US customers, a lot of Europe, Australia, Canada. Yeah. There's a lot of I have the link that will work worldwide, in of course in the countries that sell unique. So I'm just, it is really Deja, because I would have been spending so much money on mascaras where they were gone dry and I didn't know what to do. Also, but you have to be very careful with this tip. If it does dry out and you have a face oil or not a body oil, but definitely a face oil, you just need a little bit on your finger and run it through the brush, and that will soften up the inside of the bottle as well of mascara. But you only need to use a little bit, or you're oiling down your mascara. You could end up with sore eyes, or you could end up with very runny mascara that'll end up halfway down your boobies on a night out. Length from the fibres, Ali. Yeah. Thank you, Jen. So, upscale, it's nudie rose pink. And for the purpose of this live, I am not going to use lip liner. Basically because I forgot. So, ladies, that's me. And if I wasn't talking, that probably would have been a 5-minute face and you're good to go. So, hope any of those tips were helpful. Very nervous. Thanks for the loves, Jen. Loads of love hearts if everybody is enjoying. I think that's Eilish. That's, oh, Patsy. Thank you, Patsy and Deja, for the love hearts. Thank you very much. I don't know if I have, I think you have a heart party on, if it's on a certain page and you're going live on a certain page, you have a live party at the bottom and everybody gets something like 50 hearts or stars. It's a star party, that's what it is, and you get 50 stars at the bottom. And if the person that's doing the live gets more than 200 stars from everybody, the screen goes wild with balloons and confetti and stuff. It's cool, but I don't think it's on the main, everyone's main page. I think it's on your business pages, which I really don't go on. The problem is they are so difficult to find where you're meant to post and stuff on the business pages. I'm only noticing that you can really see the colour in the hair today after washing it. Yeah, because it wasn't as red the other day, but yeah, it's coming out strong now. Yeah, the business pages, like I have my reading business page, and yeah, two minds, Jen, think alike. I have so many people on my card reading business page, and they're just followers. They're not on my Facebook. There's like maybe 300-400 people on it, and I haven't done a reading in there yet. They must think I'm like probably a scam or just somebody that's gone a bit crazy. I keep meaning to do it, but it's so hard, it's so difficult, because there's 3 or 4 different ways of getting into your page. And sometimes if people haven't liked a post, or if I haven't got a message that somebody has joined the page, I can't see where to find it. It doesn't just pop up when I go onto my pages and my groups. It doesn't just pop up. I'm not sure why. It's called Angel Readings, and I have it a few years. So when I used to post on YouTube, I'd link all of that stuff to my readings page, because I didn't do readings there. I really need to show some people support on there, because it's not fair. They're there for years and I'm not getting any interaction, and they're not getting interaction because I can't find my way to there. Anyway, we'll get on with readings. Basically today I left the other deck of cards in there, but I have my new deck here anyway. I was going to do a one for all kind of reading today, because it's early. I came on early and I had the makeup to do, and I didn't want to keep everybody too long. So I do have the new cards here with me, the new deck that I got like 2-3 weeks ago. I've only used them once. I haven't read the book, so it's kind of going through my intuition, what they're saying to me and stuff. They're still getting stuck together because they haven't been used often enough. But it's Angels of Atlantis. Now, why Atlantis is, everyone knows, well, not everyone, but most people know I have a big mermaid up my back. I do believe I possibly was a mermaid in a former life. I love water. I love swimming. When I get into the water, even as a child, I'd get into the water and my sisters would be roaring and shouting at me to get out because I'd been in there so long. So the whole mermaid idea always fascinated me. So off the Greek coast of Santorini, which is somewhere I have to, it's on my bucket list. On my bucket list to go to Santorini Islands off the coast of Greece, because that's where they say Atlantis fell, and it was actually a tsunami that hit Greece and Santorini, and the whole of Atlantis fell underwater. And that's where the whole myth and stuff from mermaids came from. I have an affiliation to Greek mythology too, which I never knew why. I would have watched Roman Roman history programs and Roman mythology, thinking that that was it when I was younger. But to find out that Greek mythology was the original mythology and all other mythologies around the world were taken. It's kind of funny how you're... I think that's because of the amount of the chlorine that's in the swimming pools. I think you don't have that in your water, in your baths. You just have hard water, which is mostly limescale and stuff like that, is coming from your tap through to your shower and your bath. So it's more limescale than salt, and they don't have that in swimming pools. They just have chlorine. They probably have filters that take the salt out of the water as well, because it does it dehydrates your skin. Yeah, so Roman mythology wasn't actually first. They borrowed all the stories and from the Greeks, and they made it their own. So they have different kings and lords, and all the main characters just have different names.
Main characters of what?
Roman mythology and Greek mythology.
Oh. Okay.
That was Josh. So we shall start on reading for everybody for this week. I don't think the fear in Ireland is as bad as it was for the last few years, 2 years. I think the restrictions have helped a lot of people. Some people are still very anxious about it moving forward. But as I said to my sister coming down from up the town the other day, she gave me a lift down home, and she was saying about going into hairdressers and shops and stuff. She's still anxious about the mask. Here's another one that wants to come out, and another one. I think I only want 3, but I'll see what the angels are telling me, but I think it's just 3. And I said to her, like 2 years ago when it started, everybody was like, I wish it'd go back to normal. I wish it'd go back to the way it used to be. Samantha knows things. Samantha and Jen know things, Ali. We tell you this all the time. So, yeah. Oh, okay. That's the last one. Yeah, we were all, I wish it'd go back to normal, and I wish we'd have, didn't have to wear the mask, and we didn't have to wear the gloves, and we didn't have to sanitize everything. But back then, think about it. Back then we were washing bread. We were washing rashers. We were not individual bread and individual rashers, but the packets from the shops. We were told we had to wash the packets, and it was, to me, it was like, what are you at? Like washing the outside of wrappers. But I for the last 2 years, I've let people at it, whatever felt right in themselves. I let them do. I didn't give any opinion. I didn't say I agree with that, I don't agree with that. I had no opinion. I don't judge. So whatever people wanted to do, I let them at it. But back then it was crazy compared to what it is now. The craziest one I think is still the nightclubs. When the nightclubs opened for that one weekend. And when you were sitting at a table, having a drink, you had to wear your mask unless you were taking a drink. And then you could put the mask on again. Then if you wanted to go out and have a dance, like, it sounded to me like one of the dances years ago. That's what they thought they were talking about, like 50 years ago. But if you wanted to go out and have a dance, which was a statement, I was like, what? But if you wanted to go out on the dance floor, you'd put back on your mask. Then you go back to your table and take a drink. You take off your mask. And then if you go to the bar to get another drink, you'd put on your mask again. They never said anything about going out into the smoking area. So that was confusing to me. Thankfully I don't smoke, or I don't go to nightclubs anymore. But like, what do you do there? You go out to the smoking area. You put on your mask. You need a drag of the cigarette. You take off the mask to take a drag of the cigarette. You put the mask on. Girl, please. Girl, please. We don't have enough time for that. And I don't know how people went out that weekend. It was like, it had to have been torture. Especially personally after 2 pints, I wouldn't know what I was doing with masks and what I was doing without masks. And I'd be so confused. Of a night out and I have 2 pints, I'm confused anyway, without having all these things to try and remember, put it on, put it off, put it on, put it off. That's how I think a lot of people felt, but a lot of the teenagers, and you can't blame them, like, there was a lot of teenagers that hit their 18th birthday. My 3 sons, for example, missed an important birthday. Son turned 18, the other son turned 21, and my eldest son last year turned 30. And thankfully they're not really going out kids, so it didn't really bother them. Do you know what you probably would? You'd make a hole in the mask and put the cigarette end through it. Oh Lord. I would too, or I'd put it around my ears or something. But the kids anyway, the 18, 19-year-olds, they never really got to go out and experience going out with, well, they shouldn't have, if truth be known, because it was illegal. But don't you know, well, half of them did. But they didn't get out to have the social aspect of going out for a few drinks and going to a nightclub and doing whatever. Okay, they were probably drinking, but they weren't the nightclub, and they didn't go through all that. So a lot of the kids went a little bit crazy that weekend. That's why it was stopped after a weekend. But I don't blame them. If I was 18 and 19 and I was just hitting a good age to go out and to enjoy myself, and I couldn't, the first chance I probably would have got, I'd not say probably, the first chance I would have got, I would have went out and got absolutely stocious, had a great night, danced my heart out, not knowing where the mask was, or if I had a mask on in the first place. Like, even now I go into shops and stuff and I forget my mask. So you could imagine if I was 18 years of age and lock drunk, I'd have forgotten everything. I was going to say my underwear, but I definitely wouldn't have forgotten to put back on me. I wouldn't have forgotten to put on my underwear before I left the house. Oh God. Yeah, same, Jen. Same. That's why I have a 31-year-old and I'm only 47. Same. So our cards. Divine intelligence. Now, I am going to say this because I know I'm of a religion, but I'm not really of a religion. But this last 2 years was supposed to get us ready for to go forward religious wise. I don't even know if that's a word, but we were supposed to connect with God, connect with nature, connect with all that sort of stuff. That's why a lot of my card readings for the last 2 years have said to go out in nature, to enjoy yourself, to look at nature, enjoy your pets, enjoy the flowers, enjoy all that sort of stuff, get fresh air. That's why it was supposed to bring you back down to ground, yeah? Spiritual, yeah. Spiritual intelligence. And that is actually the card. And it's Metatron. I'm trying to see. No, most of them are Michael, I was thinking. Metatron would be of the different planets. He'd be a planetary angel, so he'd be looking after Earth as a whole. And divine intelligence is trying to bring you back to nature, bring you back to God, regardless of what type of God that is. A lot of us in the last 2,000 years have lost our belief system. Mine would be spiritual. Yes, he did. Yeah. That's all we need. We just need spirituality. Religions were man-made. God, sorry, forgive me. Religions were man-made. Spirituality was God-made. That's why Bibles and churches and everything like that would have been finance and not a God-like structure. I could get for saying that, but I think a lot of people would agree with me now. Where spirituality is your own take on God and your own take on religion. And the book, yes, Jen, that's why the book is there. Yes, you are. You're less of a heathen. You're not a heathen. I'll be honest. I was telling you the other day about the whole ashes thing, and we were having a laugh about the whole ashes thing. And my sister rang me. I said what I was having for dinner, and my sister rang me that evening and she said, Samantha, you didn't eat that. And I was like, hell yeah, it was gorgeous. Of course I ate it. And she said, you can't eat that today. And I was like, why? Whatever, I can eat. I'm the boss of me. I can eat whatever. Whatever, sister. I don't care. I am my own boss, right? And she said, it's Ash Wednesday. I was like, what else? Like, what's that got to do with eating a big, huge steak? Like, I don't know. Oh, shit. I should have ate fish. But, as I said to you that day, I said, if you have dietary requirements, God will overlook certain aspects of Lent and Ash Friday and Good Friday. Ash Friday. Good Friday, Samantha. Good Friday, Ash Wednesday. See? So I was like, okay, I need to have an excuse. Okay, I'm a diabetic. Oh, best excuse. My iron is so low, I need to eat red meat. Is that okay with you, God? So I think we came to an agreement that for this year, the fact that I had half a cow on my plate, I think he forgave me. I'm hoping he forgave me. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind, but I love fish. I never have a problem with Ash Wednesday and Good Friday because, like, fish is my life. It had me dead as well. Oh my god, I was roaring. I was roaring. Or the urns. God forgive me. The cat urn. I was like, no, 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 Jen. And then I could picture her wetting her finger and dipping it into the urn or the cigarette ashes and doing it. Jen, you're comical. So you chicken. Oh, you heathen. How dare you? So yeah, Metatron. That's what the last 2 years was about, reconnecting with your spirituality, your religion, your God, your higher self. And there's still time to do that. God is always there. The one thing about God is just ask for forgiveness, and he goes after all his lambs and all his sheep. He will leave his whole flock to go and find one sheep that's lost in the desert or in the fields or wherever sheep live. Willpower. It is Lent. I'll give them that. Yes, very, very proud of you with no tea and Pepsi. I'm doing really well with not drinking tea too. So that was a good thing for me to give up for Lent. I haven't had a cup in like ever. That's a lie. I had 1 cup. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And the only reason I drank it was because I was getting my tea leaves done. So I had to take at least a sip of this tea. And oh my god. Oh my god. I want every shade of green that there ever was invented of green. And and got me reading done with tea leaves, and she told me everything I knew. So I made myself sick for it to be told what I knew already. And another thing with tea, the problem I think mostly is milk. I never drank milk, hated it. Now I've watched a few people drinking their sweet tea on YouTube. Some of me coin pusher people are drinking sweet tea and they talk about sweet tea. But there's one fella, and he says he moved to Florida, and he said that it's the sweetest tea, like they put a whole heap of sugar in. So is Canadian really sugary, or is it just ordinary, like sugary sweet tea? I don't know. That is what you're talking about. Yeah, iced tea, yeah. No, hi Danica. Yeah, no, I couldn't drink iced tea either. I tried that. But it's milk that gets me, really. And the kids thought it was hilarious years ago. I would have Diet Coke in the fridge for myself when I'd wake up in the morning, nice cold Diet Coke. And it was Nadine's communion day. And at the time they had a silver bottle. Like, the whole bottle was silver. So you couldn't see into it. So my children, being the lovely children they are, trolling me forever and ever, watched me while I took a big huge swig out of this bottle of Diet Coke. And hi Martin, how are you? Oh, thanks Danica, thank you very much. Yeah, and I was like, what the hell are you looking at me for? And they watched me take the swig out of the Diet Coke, and I nearly vomited. It was and if I'd seen it, I would never have touched it. But because they knew it was a silver bottle, they knew they were going to get away with it. And what had they filled it with? Milk. Oh, children. And when they seen me going all shades of green from drinking the milk, well, they were in hysterics. I was raging. Raging. My lovely cold Diet Coke that I was waiting for. Yeah. And then Nigel's computer broke. His PlayStation, I don't know what it was then, probably Sega Mega Drive, I don't know. But it broke the morning of her communion. So we had to spend some of her communion money buying Nigel a new computer console. Because Asperger's and stuff. Anyway, yeah, Willpower, sorry. It is length. And try and see, can you see it properly? So Willpower is a hard one. But I think it's got more to do with more than length. It's willpower to see through what you've started. It's more than giving up stuff. It's starting stuff as well and seeing it through. Sometimes things are challenging. Like for instance, I took up Italian last Monday night, and I've another lesson this Monday night. It's online. It's on Facebook. The lady, I know her years on Facebook. We've never met, and she just asked, did we want to learn Italian? But because Luna's Italian, I thought I'd have at least a few words so as I can know what she's saying when she's a teenager and stuff. So willpower. So to see that through from finish to end, to have the willpower to do that, even. People out there have started a lot of projects over the last 2 years, and they haven't finished them. And now is the time to finish them and make sure it's all done, because changes are coming and we will see a big shift in our lives, and we need to have whatever we started back then, we need to finish. I don't know who's after coming in the front door. Nigel. Yeah, so having the willpower to see things through. And hi Jen, hi Karen. You drink almond milk? Even that, no. I'm calling you out. Am I? I probably am, you know, Jen. No, I'm not. What would I be calling you out for? You haven't started. Well, I suppose you have started projects. Finish one room at a time, girl. You alright?
Yeah, I had a story for you, but if you're alive, I want to know you.
I am alive. I'm
I
also
said if
alive.
you're alive.
I know, I'm only messing.
You know, I have a story for you.
Alright, okay. I'll be finished. I've only 2 more cards after this one. You have... I'm trying to think, was it you that put up those cute pictures this morning of a for your spare bedroom? They were cute. I like the bike one. So having willpower to start and finish projects. Another thing about projects is you have to have a goal at the end of what you're doing. You need to have a plan. So that'll help you finish it in the time frame that you give yourself. Which is another important thing. Give yourself a time frame. Because if you start something and don't give yourself a time frame, I'm going to have that finished in a week. I'm going to have that finished in a month. By this time next year, I'll have whatever done. So give yourself a time frame. There is someone on here that needs to do this, that needs to put a plan in place. And if you have a plan in place, you know where you're going. You know what has to be done next. You know who you have to contact, where you have to go, what you have to do, what's the next step, what's your alternatives. So, and you need the willpower to see it through as well. So I hope that does help you. Also, the world is turning red. That's not literally. So we're not actually going to have a red earth. Some people will know what I mean when I say that. Love you, Ali. So the earth is turning red, and it's coming very soon. Our willpower has been tested, our problems have been tested, and we've been through the ringer, we've been through the mill, we've been through everything that could have been thrown at us, and we still had the willpower, we still seen it through. And hi David, how are you? Oh, thank you, David. Everything that could be thrown at us was thrown at us, and we accepted it and we took it on board, but we still stayed in our own belief. We stuck to our own power. We stood into our power, and we didn't let it all get us down. But we are finally, thanks to our willpower, we are finally seeing the world come into fruition, what was meant to happen. And it had to happen this way. And when you look back, and when we all look back on how things have happened and how things have transpired, there was no other way. And all countries will be red. Michael. Archangel Michael. Everyone knows I love him. Everyone knows I fight with him. Everyone knows that we're kind of I have a love-argue relationship with Archangel Michael. And but he always comes out. So I am presence. Another thing that I've been telling you for 2 years is to be present in the moment. Try and keep everything and how you're looking and how you're feeling. Find and stay in the moment. It's one of the parts of meditation that it's taught through meditation. And you know, if you're not thankful, if you're not grateful, if you're going through pain and stress at the time, just sit down and think about your presence in the present. Even though sometimes we're going through hard times and we're going through pain and suffering, if we take a time out and be present, we will see we actually have a lot to be grateful for. There was an exercise I used to tell people to do. Well, I didn't tell people to do. I advised people to do it, and I still advise people to do it. Just take a moment, and if you have a pen and paper, if you want to write it down, or if you want to think about it, just take 5 things that you're grateful for in that moment. So right now, my 5 things right now is I got through the live without anybody laughing or tuning out or no interaction. I got through my live. Nigel, who I don't see very often, even though he only lives like literally down the road from me, and he has to pass my house to get to the shop. I see him very seldom. He's after calling in. What else am I grateful for? I have a roof over my head. I'm going to be putting the dinner on soon, which 6 months ago I couldn't cook my own, well, couldn't cook dinners. I couldn't, because I hadn't the energy, and I hadn't, I just couldn't. I couldn't stand at the cooker for any length of time. And 5, I got up and got dressed today, which also 5 months ago I would have been in bed probably thinking I should be doing this live, I should be doing this for people, I need to get back doing cards and connecting with people again because they need that. So there's 5 things I'm happy for, and 5 things in my present moment that I'm grateful for. So it's an exercise for everybody to do if you're feeling really bad. The last Archangel Michael is enchantment. Can you see that? Yeah. Enchantment is magic and all the good things, and you actually can bring about your own reality through, not magic, but wishing things. But be very careful with your words, because your words actually can bring about either good things or either bad things. So if you're focusing on bad things, you're going to keep bringing back bad things to your life. You're going to have just hard things going through your life. You'll have to face so many trials, so many problems, so much hurt. So in your words, be also more present and be aware of what you're saying, and say the most positive words that you possibly can, like, let me see, oh, I have to go to the shop today. Oh, I need to go to the shop today. I need to get X, Y, and Z. But while I'm out, I'll be getting out in fresh air. I might be meet one of my friends or two and have a chat. I might, don't be thinking about everything as negative, because everything has a positive to its other side. Try and stay on the positive. Don't be going back to the negative, because that'll just bring it back to thinking of everything as a bad thing, which not everything is a bad thing. Okay, there might be a bad aspect to it, but if you look at it deeper, there will be actually a good side to it. So enchantment is magical moments, excitement. We've all watched the movie Enchanted, so what you can bring about, what you talk about, you can bring about. So talk about good things and talk about positivity and look at it like magic. Also, children have a magical side to them that it's lovely to see a little child playing or reading a book to themselves or watching TV, because to them that's magical, that's amazing, that's fantastic and wonderful. And we have to try and put those ideas in ourselves, try and be more childlike, try and be more playful in our lives as well, because it's very hard. I'm getting awfully warm. There must I didn't ask for any spirits to come in, so, but I don't know why I'm feeling so warm. That normally happens when there's spirit around. Yeah, try and be more magical and be careful of the words that you're using in your sentences. Yeah, speak it into existence. In the book, name of the book is gone from me. The book that was famous years ago, for mindset and to bring things about in your life. There was a good sentence that always stuck with me. What you hold in your mind, what you have in your mind, you can hold in your hand. So if it's all bad things that's on your mind and in your mind, you will hold those bad things in your hand. Whereas if it's good things, you will hold those good things in your hand. So I think I'll leave it on that sentence. What you have in your mind, you will hold in your hand. And I don't know how long I've been on. I've been on longer than I thought I would be. Thanks for everybody. There's 8. It's been kind of going from, there's 6 now. It was going from between 8 and 10 for the last while. So I'm really pleased with that. Get the algorithms up again. Thanks for everybody for watching. Thanks for everybody for listening. And I hope the cards have resonated with some people or everybody in one way or another. Yeah. I've been... The secret, that's it, David. Thanks a million. Yeah. Yeah, it's the secret. If you have it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. And it was the one sentence out of the whole book. Actually, it wasn't the book that I read. It was the audio, and I'd listen to it in the car. But it was the one sentence that always kind of stuck with me. That's the thing, Jen. If something is coming up for people, or if they have a big resonation with something, when they come on my live, it's usually people that come on my live. That's why I never tag people in it, or I never worry about views on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, because the people that need to hear my message, not my message actually, Spirit's message and the angel's message, the people that need to listen to those or to hear those are the people that will be drawn to watch the live. And I've always found that, and it's very strange. It's something that I found always really weird, that it would be those people that would be drawn to watch or listen to me that day, evening, night, morning, whatever. The strangest thing was, all day long, maybe a year and a half ago, all day long, I was singing this song. And it was a country and western. Now, I don't know, people know me, and they know me and country and western songs. I'm not really a country person. But I was singing this song, and I was like, how do I even know the words of this song? And I was singing it all day long, and walking around the house singing it all day long, and humming it and whistling it. And anyway, that night I got on live to do a reading, and I was like, first off, this song has been playing on my head all day. I don't know why. I don't know how I know the words. I don't know how I can whistle, because I don't know how to whistle. So whistling it was really weird to me. And within seconds, a woman came on and said that it was actually her dad's favourite song, and he would go around the house all day whistling it to himself. So, and she would never have gone on a live of mine before. She would never have watched me before. Like, we're good friends, but she would never have been listening to me. Oh, I'm so hot. And it's not the heating. I know the heating was on, but this is Spirit heat. I know the difference. So yeah, I'm going to leave it on that sentence, even though I've had plenty of other sentences after. I'm going to leave it with you to think about, and hopefully to come on tomorrow again, because I have to get back doing my makeup lives every day, and I have to learn about what's in the makeup. I have to do my Italian homework as well. I have to do the what we're doing is we're learning a song and what it means, the different words in Italian, and it's Adele's Hello. We don't have to sing it, but it's just to help us grasp how to say the words, the Italian words. So yeah, have to get onto that tonight. And I do want to go live on YouTube as well. Do you sing that all the time? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but thank you, Quisi Skies. I imagine either the W or the K is silent. Kisi or Wisai. But thank you very much, and I'm sorry that if I'm butchering your name. It's actually very pretty. It looks pretty. So I'm sure it sounds pretty too. So good luck to everybody. Talk to you tomorrow, and thanks for everyone for commenting and having the likes, shares and all the hearts and the whole lot. I'm very grateful. Thanks Ali, thanks Eilish, and talk to you tomorrow or on YouTube later on if I go on YouTube. But this was a long live for me, so I might actually just leave it at this. Bye.